Gamers are a very funny bunch. I remember vividly hearing a pro PlayStation YouTuber on a podcast saying that he would be willing to spend $100 to play a game that he was looking forward to. This was before Nintendo announced the $90 game. So far, it seems like a lot of those people seem to now have a problem. Yes, they're the same exact people, by the way. But I want to leave names unmentioned. Astro Cyborg has kept the documentation and the receipts, if that's something you want to explore. And somehow they have a problem with Nintendo bringing out these $80 to $90 games. Let me go ahead and kind of like, put this thing on the most basic level. You see, one thing about video games is they are all content, right? Gaming content. And Xbox has realized that this is all content. So they've basically filtered it all down to the point where they say, we can give this content availability to people. If you want to go the Game Pass route, you can go the Game Pass route. You get a subscription, you go in, you play what you want, you get out. If you don't want to do that, you could do the wait for a sale route, which is actually very lucrative because your savings are insane. You know what I mean? Like you have a freaking, crazy, unlimited, in fact, in terms of the savings that you can garner from the wait for a sale package. That's the one that's actually very fun. And the reason I'm using these, and we're going to go to the next one, which is the free content, is simply because once all the noise is all settled, everyone is going to have to deal with this reality that there are just so many games on the market, and they got to push copies to someone. And with that in mind, the wait for a sale always goes on. In fact, I've seen way many more sales. Like the sales are more rampant these days. Is anybody seeing what I'm seeing? Like everyone is doing a sale. Like PlayStation, the last time I checked, even they themselves were doing a sale. Look, it's a 75% sale. They say save now. Now, yeah, right. You're spending money. Don't get it twisted though, right? They're like spring sale. There's a sale. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is already on sale. Goodness. I mean, it's not steep enough for my liking, but that's nice. I'm not saying, that these games may not be worth what it is that they're asking. I'm just saying that you as the customer, there's an advantage here for you that as everyone is making the noise, right? You have what I think is an advantage that you can leverage right now. Because as many people are talking about, $80, $90 games, there's a huge chunk of content that's available for you wherever it is that you turn and look, and they're all begging for your money because competition is out here. So even though one person may say, we want to bring our game for this amount of money, the market is not suffering from options to be beholden to that one company. It's no longer like that anymore. It's 194 pages worth of games all over the place. This is insane. There are games everywhere. How should you, the gamer, approach this? Well, this is where you start basically stacking up on your own personal library of content. As all this noise is going on and as all the talking heads are doing what they're doing, you should just be poaching these games as their prices get lower and lower and lower. Now, if you're on the console side, I kind of feel, a little bad because there's still a little bit of a premium even when the games go on sale. However, it's still a steep discount compared to when the games launched and released. In many cases, 50%, in many cases, a little bit more. It is what it is. You can take advantage of these games when they're on special offers. Now, the offers, they swing back and forth. 1 minute this one's on sale, next minute this one's not on sale. But that's what I think a lot of folk right now can do to pretty much just bolster their own personal libraries. In wherever your preferred place to play is, right? Wherever your preferred place to play is, I think you should be paying very close attention to leveraging these content pieces. Another side of the equation that a lot of people are not going to talk about right now is the fact that there are also free games that are out there. Oh, yes. There are two proxies that give, in quote, free games. One gives free, no commitment, nothing. And that will be Epic Games. So you don't need to actually own a device that can play your titles on Epic Games just yet. You can simply just create an Epic Games account and you can start to poach the free games that they're giving. Now, keep in mind that there's something that may be weird. The games that they may be giving may seem a little strange. Like, what? What is this game? But believe you me, from time to time, they'll drop a really nice game. Yeah. From time to time, they'll drop a really cool game. This is where you get in there. And you're not doing anything. All right? GTA 5, free. I've never paid for GTA 5. Never will. Epic Games gave it away for free. And now they're bringing it to Game Pass pretty soon. Right? Sifu, free. Kingdom Come Deliverance, free. Right? They'll give a lot of AA games. They'll give some AAA games from time to time. The Callisto Protocol, they gave it away. They gave away all the Arkham games for free. And the Lego Batman games during the Batman 80th anniversary. So this is something that I've always said that people needed to have in their back pocket. The day you want to play content, you'll see content here, and it's going to be given to you for free in many cases. That's just one piece of the puzzle. Sorry, another piece of the puzzle. Then you have Prime Gaming. This is Amazon based on your Amazon Prime subscription, where they literally give you games for free. It's crazy. See, my Good Old Games library is full of a lot of these games that I redeemed on Prime. It's insane. Like, I'm like, what? They're really giving this stuff away for free? Yeah. They're giving away a lot of these games for free. I think I got Star Wars Bounty Hunter for free. The Outer Worlds, free. The first Mafia game, free. I think they got another Mafia game in there that just basically made it to, well, maybe it's the same one. And all of these games are basically being given to, you if you wanted them. Now, I bought some of the games here, but not so many. Many of them are free games from Amazon Prime Gaming that I got. Now, yes, you do need a subscription for, that's why I said free in quotes. But this is where you build a content library for minimal cost that at the end of the day, you really just laugh whenever these gaming companies start acting out, and just bank on the fact that they all have to basically deal with the fact that there's many more content pieces in terms of games available on the market, and they eventually behave themselves. You really don't have to worry about anything. Let the talking heads talk. They have to talk. We have to talk. Right? That's all we got to do. But you keep your eyes on the market. You get to control the market. So, it's not a bunch of YouTubers and podcasters like myself and maybe any others out there. It's you, because most of the collective are not YouTubers. So this is, in my opinion, a very fine point that needs to be basically spoken about a lot every given time. Because the gaming industry, the only way it's going to be transformed is when the gamers collectively say something about it. I mean, think about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. When that game was, about to launch, I was saying it that a lot of gamers were not going to like that game. Because the audience for, Rocksteady's games were a different audience. But they were trying to monetize some other audience using the IP, but gamers don't function like that. So what did gamers do? They spoke. They closed their wallets, and then the studio ran back and started making a single-player Batman game. I wonder why. Talk to me in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video. Appreciate you guys' time and audience. Hopefully we'll talk pretty soon in another one. Peace out.